You already heard the basics about the short game in the previous video of the series. Number 2, how to play Football Plus. Remember, 2 7-minute periods with the ball in play, 6 players per team, and an attacking team that tries to score a goal in less than 30 seconds. If they succeed, they try again, and they continue being the attacking team. Rules number 7, duration of the match, and 12, fouls and misconduct, which you can find in our video on the rules of Football Plus, which, by the way, simplify those of traditional football and leave less room for refereeing controversy, as there is no offside, no time wasting, no added time. They help to understand the infractions and how time is counted in this sport. For now, here we are left with the most important question of the short game: how we manage possession of the ball. 2 teams playing on just half a field of a traditional football pitch, trying to score in the same goal. How do we decide which team is attacking and which is defending at all times? Easy. The attacking team is considered to be the team that starts the play and has control of the ball. Its possession lasts 30 seconds or until it scores a goal, there is an infraction or the ball goes out of bounds. If it scores a goal before the 30 seconds or the infraction is in its favor, or the possession of the ball that went out of bounds is its own, it remains the attacking team. The defending team becomes the attacking team if it manages to prevent the goal in those 30 seconds, if the infraction or the ball that went out of bounds is in its favor, or if it takes possession of the ball from the attacking team during play. To do so, it must control the ball outside the penalty area. If the defending team gains control of the ball inside the penalty area, it does not become the attacking team until it exercises control outside the penalty area. As long as the play continues to develop inside the penalty area, no matter who has the ball or how many contests there are, the team that started the play is considered the attacking team, and the time that passes is the time it spends in possession. Only when the defending team gains control of the ball outside the penalty area does it become the attacking team, and its 30 seconds to try to score begin to count. In other words, there are no valid goals in the short game without the play being started outside the penalty area. If the defending team gains control of the ball inside the penalty area, it cannot benefit from this theft of the ball to score. It must first leave the penalty area to do so. Control of the ball by the goalkeeper automatically changes his team from being a defending team to an attacking team. If the defending team's goalkeeper controls the ball, he still has to get the ball out of the penalty area so that his team can try to score, but the 30 seconds of his possession start to count from the moment he has full control of the ball. We do this to avoid the goalkeeper wasting time. The goalkeeper may pass the ball to a teammate, or, if he wishes, he may carry the ball to the edge of the penalty area in his hands and then play it outside the penalty area with his feet as a field player of the attacking team. Change of possession of the ball by the 2 teams will be indicated by the referee so that the possession time begins to be counted. The short game does not stop. A referee will raise his arm to indicate that a new 30 seconds of a new play will begin to be counted and the external sound will be heard. If there is no assistant referee controlling an external acoustic signal, it will be the referee's voice that indicates that the new possession begins.
Green possession.
Players of both teams move freely wherever they want, but when the attacking team loses possession and becomes the defending team, any player of this team who is outside the penalty area must step into this area before being able to get involved in the game again. A player who tries to defend without having passed through the penalty area first commits a positional infringement and his team is penalized with 1 point. If the ball goes out of play and the throw-in or short corner kick is awarded to the attacking team, there is no change of possession. We already said that the attacking team takes these kicks and tries to score during the remaining time of its 30 seconds. Remember, each half of the short game is 7 minutes of ball in play. That ball that went out of play stopped the clock that marks the duration of the short game, and it restarts at the moment the player takes his kick. Now, it should be mentioned that throw-ins in Football Plus are not taken with the hands, but with the foot. They must be taken within a maximum of 6 seconds from the moment the player is in a position to do so, and within the 20 seconds of non-playing time that are counted in this sport whenever the ball is not in play. Concept that is explained in rule number 7 of the regulations. The same with short corner kicks, 6 seconds maximum to take them. If the ball goes out of bounds touched by the attacking team, the defending team becomes the attacking team and restarts play as a kick in from where the ball came out, or from the star mark, whichever it chooses at the time. It can restart play as quickly as it wants and has 30 seconds to try to score. A ball that goes out of bounds over the goal line by the attacking team does not mean a short corner kick for the defending team. The defending team regains possession but must restart play from the start mark. If the ball goes out of bounds over the halfway line or the technical line, play always restarts from the start mark. The defending team's goalkeeper cannot leave the penalty area. The attacking team's goalkeeper can. While attacking, he behaves like any other field player. Any foul by the defending team is penalized with 1 point for the attacking team, and any foul by the attacking team is penalized with loss of possession. In both cases, play restarts from the start mark. There are no free kicks, direct or indirect, or penalties kicks in a short game. Fouls are penalized as indicated above. Point for the attacking team if the offender is the defending team, and change of possession if the offender is the attacking team. Let's look at some examples of positional infringements. Consider this action. The green team attacks. This player from the yellow team challenges for the ball, but we say that he doesn't fully control it, possession remains with the green team. But this other yellow player does control the ball. He passes it with his shoulder to a teammate. There is control, a change of possession, and as a result of that pass, the teammate scores. Is this a valid goal for the yellow team? The key is to decide whether the new attacking play started outside the penalty area or not. At the moment of the pass, it seems that part of the player, his left shoulder, could be over the penalty line. Everything that goes into the penalty line is already part of the penalty area. The action then does not start outside the penalty area, but the ball, at the moment of the pass, appears to be outside the penalty area. And as we establish in rule number 9, ball in play and position of players, in situations where a player is required to score a goal from a specific part of the field, it will be enough for the player or the ball to meet the stipulated requirement for the goal to be valid. That shoulder touch of the ball outside the area indicates that there was a change of possession for the yellow team and an attacking action started outside the area. A valid goal. The action may have been so fast that the referee did not even have time to raise his arm, indicating the change of possession. It makes no difference. The goal goes on the scoreboard. In this other case, the yellow team loses possession of the ball here, and this player tries to recover the ball without first returning to his area. Infringement. Here the green team materializes possession of the ball at the moment that the green player leaves the penalty area and this yellow player tries to recover it without first returning to the area. It is an infringement. If we let the play continue, we see that this other yellow player who lost the ball with his pass also tries to participate in the defense without first returning to the area. The attackers are running out of time trying to avoid him. He is actively influencing the game. He must be penalized. Now it is the green team that quickly loses possession at this point. And both the player trying to recover the ball from the front and the one trying to recover it from behind, neither of them passes through the area first. Both commit an infringement. And one more case. Pay attention. The yellow team seems to lose possession and two yellow players seem to commit a positional infringement. Are we sure? Let's review it. Remember, unless it is due to a control by the goalkeeper, the change of possession takes place when the defending team controls the ball outside the area. So, We have to pay attention to when that moment is. The yellow player who leaves the area does so before the green player even touches the ball. Possession still belongs to the yellow team. The green player turns without even touching the ball and the yellow player rushes at him. At this point, the green player could refrain from touching that ball to let the yellow team's possession time run. But since he knows that the action has just started and the yellow team still has time to score, he decides to contest the ball. He does it and the first rejection favors him. The second one also. The second can already be considered a dribble. This is the moment in which we can consider that the player gains control of the ball and changes possession. The second yellow player does not commit a positional infringement by not returning to the area because he did not need to do so. When he got involved in the game, the ball was still in dispute. It was still his team's possession time. A second after winning possession, the green player shoots at goal and we do not clearly see if the green team's goalkeeper, now turned into a field player, manages to touch the ball with his head or simply deceives the goalkeeper.
Nobody committed any infringement. The goal is valid. The green team restarts the game.
A Football Plus match consists of 3 parts. The short game is played in the third part. In the third part of a Football Plus match, 4 extra elements can be included to add more visuality to the game and suspense to the result. 2 of these elements affect the short game. You can find them in a separate video. Thank you for your attention.